What's up? What it do, cyber world? It's your girl Ash Brown, and this is the Ash Brown Uncensored Show. On this program, I talk a little bit about every and or anything. It may be pop culture related, it may be Ash Brown related. You just don't know what you're gonna get. All right, so my favorite morning show has a cast of 2 males, 2 females. Great show. I try to tune in as I'm exercising or if I'm traveling. I tune into this show. So, one of the males is a young black guy from New York. And he is very attractive and all the things, right? I met him once. Great guy. Really good personality. Really good energy. And I like that when I meet people to be around folks that have really good energy about themselves. And so this past week, keep in mind, this is a morning show, so from 6 to 10, or 6 to 11, I think now, they keep us entertained. We talk about pop culture stuff. We talk about taboo things. And what happened was a photograph was taken of this cast member, and in short, I didn't see the picture, but it obviously was circulating around, and it came to the conclusion that he was hung. All right, and when I say he was hung, meaning penis was big, and whatever he was wearing accentuated that. He did not intend to showcase the tool like it was showcased, but that's what happened, and all of a sudden he was getting all this attention, and they brought it up in the morning show. And I could just tell, like, in his tone and his voice, because he usually is very, happy-go-lucky guy, just really chill, not showy, and definitely not pompous or arrogant or full of himself. And so the rest of the cast members were kind of like, little side jabs here and there. Oh, you should be proud of this, or you should be looking forward to this, and blah, blah, blah. All these women were coming out the woodworks. They're talking about, oh my gosh, did you see the picture? And all these different things. But I could kind of tell that he felt uncomfortable with it because he just wasn't giving the energy that he typically gives on the show. So come to find out, he does a podcast show also. And I was listening into the podcast, and yeah, he kind of shared his feelings on the situation. And a lot of people could not believe or understand that he was made to feel uncomfortable. And even though women may have said this to him about his equipment, he never really he never really considered it. He just would say like, oh, well, women lie or whatever the case is. And someone close to him basically tried to shame him for it and was like, oh, well, you trying to act like you don't, you're not loving all this attention, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, no, I genuinely don't like this attention. And it just really resonated with me because I was a kid that was always developing before the other little girls. So I got a training bra at 7. That was freaky. I was excited at first because I was like, oh my God, I get to do something like my mom. And I remember going to Macy's with her and going and getting the training bra. And then, being super excited about this bra. And I was like, I look back now, I'm like, you little young fool. you dumb little fool. And then her explaining it to me, I remember I was excited, I wore the first day to school or whatever. And then, I was like, this is kind of uncomfortable. I don't really like wearing this. So I decided the next day that I wasn't going to wear it. And I came home from school and Mom was like, where's your bra? Where's your training bra? I was like, oh, I didn't feel like wearing it. It was just a hassle to wear yesterday. And I didn't feel it. She's like, that's not how it works. That is not how it works, Ashley. No, you wear your bra every day. I was like, every day? I gotta wear a bra every day? And I remember another little girl pointing it out. I guess my strap was showing. under my shirt or something. And another little girl putting out, well, what's that? What is that you're wearing? Oh, what is that? And I was like, a bra? A bra? I thought bras were for adults. You're a freak. Why are you wearing a bra? And then I started my period before all the other little girls. And I just had all these first and all these instances as a young female that gave me instant attention that I did not want. I had no desire for this attention at all. And it took me to be into my 20s probably when I was doing a lot of acting and modeling and stuff. And that really helped boost my confidence with myself and really embrace my curves and embrace my shape. But prior to that, and still to this day kind of, I'm okay when I go places and people don't recognize me. I'm like, yes, I'm not that famous, really. I'm not famous at all, in all honesty of it. But I like it when people don't point out, hey, you're Ash Sadad. Because I can just blend in with everybody else. I love blending in. I'm the top introvert of my way. I love it. But I think that, back to my original point, the guy on the show, I think that he's experiencing what a lot of women experience. And that is getting attention for your physical attributes without your consent. Little boys were noticing that I had boobs, I had breasts, and I would do everything in my power to try to hide them, which is literally impossible, trust me. Being, 12 years old, and you're going through puberty, and your breasts are starting to grow and develop, and you're changing bra size, you're like, what the heck is going on? This is not right. No, I'm not happy with this. And little boys are starting to go through puberty as well, and they're starting to notice and say things to you, and I felt very uncomfortable. It took me a very long time to get comfortable in my body because I was always ahead of other little girls. And I was not a fast kid. I was not one of these little girls that was boy crazy. In all honesty, I never went boy crazy. Never went boy crazy. I saw all of my peers and friends and people around me going boy crazy and doing this and doing that. I was what they call a goody-goody. I didn't do nothing crazy because my mama, Donna Teresa, she didn't play that stuff with me. She did not play that stuff with me at all. And I just wasn't that type of kid. That's really what it comes down to, is personalities are formed pretty early. That just wasn't in my personality. Wasn't in my DNA at all. But hopefully this situation helps to open up the mind of men all over to understand that a lot of times the attention, the catcalling, and all that stuff, it does more harm than good. Some women don't appreciate it. Some women don't like it. And you may be putting or reminding a woman of a traumatic situation just by doing those things. Just by doing it. So that's a little point I wanted to make for this week. I hope that you guys have a great, fantabulous, and blessed and wonderful week. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. Yo, deuces.